We are in the family room of my client's home in Midtown Toronto. The house in its original state when I first arrived was sort of a mid-90s reno. None of it really made sense. It was totally disjointed. There were lots of non-functioning rooms. There was this diamond-shaped bathroom column kind of coming up the middle, and that totally separated the kitchen from everything else. So there was this tiny little pokey kitchen with a peninsula. The client is actually a nutritionist. She needed a really highly functioning kitchen, and there was no way I could give her what she needed given the original footprint. So one of the first things I did with the kitchen and really with the whole house was I straightened the whole shebang out and made it linear. So you've got straight runs and you know where you are. We knew we wanted a white kitchen, but it needed to feel kind of cool, modern, fresh white kitchen. Inside the glass uppers, I added a little white oak detail. And then I gave us black pulls. These hits of black and white oak really help to add a touch of modernity. Because this is a really hard-working kitchen, I wanted the look of marble, and we went with a porcelain instead called Neolith. I think it does a really great job of looking like marble, but it just wipes perfectly clean. And then on the backsplash, I didn't want a traditional subway tile. This one is a little bit smaller, and then it has these little uneven edges. So it adds just a little bit of imperfection. The wallpaper and everything that's going on in the dining room is meant to be a juxtaposition to everything that's going on in the kitchen. This really bonkers wallpaper and these old barrister bookcases full of all sorts of treasures. This amazing candlestick chandelier that has our matte finish while still feeling like a really special dining room light. So we walk from the kitchen dining area into the living room. We have these awesome moss green velvet sofas that were custom made for the client, and they really wear beautifully with kids. I kept all of our base materials the same in each room. So there's this chalky white fixture hanging over the family room. We have, in fact, not wood on the built-ins. I know it looks like wood, but it's actually a laminate. Nobody's gonna destroy it. It's incredibly hard wearing. I kept the white behind the bookcases just to keep it a little bit fresh. I didn't want it to get too heavy. We've got black laminam is what that fireplace around is made out of. It's fun to say laminam, and it looks really clean and crisp. I fell in love with these Tuareg rugs, and they're actually from Mauritania. They are a reed and leather. When I first brought them back, nobody wanted to use them at all. Now I'm starting to see them more and more. This client was so amazing and so open. It's really great because there's no pile to it. Like it's literally a mat, so it wipes up really clean. The front room was this bizarre nothing. The client allowed me to do some really fun things in there. So we got to put the piano in there. We got to put this funky hairy chair in there. We have a fly trap light, which is an iconic mid-century light, and also a Moroccan Beni Warein rug. So there's a whole history there that makes it make sense to our eyes, whatever it is, 50 odd years later. The entrance really needed to be hardworking. I tiled the whole thing in these really large format. They look like outdoor pavers. So they've got this matte, rustic, but still modern vibe to them. And then you're faced immediately by these old louvered Egyptian doors that have all this cool patina on them. So you've got this mashup of old wood, of black cobblestone, and then this really crisp white envelope of the house. Powder rooms are just a great opportunity to have a little bit of fun. And in this case, we had wallpaper, but it is vinyl. So it's washable and it's really, really hard wearing for all these little kids. Because the bathroom was so tiny, we needed a very small wall hung sink and then also a wall hung toilet with the tank sort of tucked even further behind the wall underneath the stairs. I love these clients. You know, we're in this for a year and a half when we do a project together, and I need them to be totally on board. And as she says to me, every time I see her, she loves this space. She said to me, she kept waiting for the novelty to wear off, and it hasn't. And I hope it never does.